everyone. I think and I hope that you may have received your resource sheet from your advisor on the quiet time bins. So I'm just going to kind of demonstrate a little bit and go over the stuff that was on the sheet. I'm not going to go into all the details of everything. I separated some of this stuff into different categories, like, you know, fine motor skills. So in here, I found, and most of this stuff you already have, or a lot of this stuff you can find, say, at like Dollarama, you know, places like that. So for this one, I just have pipe cleaners and straws. And I took a paper towel roll that I cut down and I punched holes so that the children can practice some threading, which can be a little bit of a challenge when you get some of these done. So they can do it down here. You can use a straw. And I found these cute little balls. They were in with this summer toys. So you can actually use these and be able to build with them also if the children want to. So you can make all kinds of fun things with these. And the container I have, you can also use to be able to thread. Just pass it through. There we go. So that's a first fine motor skill. Now, the next one that I have is sorting. Now, from my understanding, for those of you who did some of the workshops at Global, you would already have these supplies on hand. So I have pom-poms, cups, I found the colored elastics, and clothespins. So for fine motor skills, you know, the children can pick up, you can have the cups laid out, the different colors, and using clothespin, they can pick them up to sort like this, or just sorting them using their fingers for little toddlers. You can also sort the clothespins, putting them on the cup, corresponding color. And one of the other things you can do is use your elastics. So yellow elastic, yellow cup, and just to practice even putting them on a cup like that to be able to stretch it out and put it on. So that's another fun little, this one offers a lot of variety, so it'll keep them busy and it's never the same. Have is the deck of cards and the clothespins, which I didn't take out. So it's basically just taking out the deck of cards and putting the clothespin. So if you have a 2, you put 2 clothespins, a 3, 3 clothespins. Or you can use the deck of cards to make a memory game. Just take out maybe 8 pairs, turn them face down, and the children have a memory game. I was able, if you look on your sheet, you should have, I was able to print these off the internet. So all it is I have them on the little tray. And here again, these popsicle sticks are from Dollarama, and they have to match onto it, or they can continue the sequence like this. So that's a nice little quiet tabletop activity. Now for dramatic play. I want it to mostly fit in a little shoe size box bin, or you know, a Ziploc bag, or even a shoe box. So like this one here is a little vet set. So, you know, the animals are gone to the animal hospital, and we have instruments to be able to check out the animals. We have some food and just a couple of little animals, and you can switch things around so that the children can actually not get bored with it. And it's a good way to circulate your toys. Here we have a little tea set. It's got a little teapot, some cookies, a couple of plates, and we have a little tea tin that even has, you know, little tea bags in it. And a little, this is just a little memory game that goes with this little theme. And up here we have our nice dinosaurs, which is a favorite with a lot of the children. We just put a few wood slats in there, a few pieces of wood blocks and a couple of rocks, and that usually keeps them occupied for a while. And these are easy to make, just a piece of felt that's been cut, and we used fabric paint to be able to make little felt roads. So it's very quiet with little cars, and this can be packed up and doesn't take any space at all. Now for the older children, especially right now, or even if you have kids that come after school and need a little bit of quiet time, this is really good for any age. You could use felt or paper. I just cut up a whole bunch of foam sheets into a lot of different shapes and sizes, so they can, you know, make a little face, and if they want, here's a little mustache, find a couple of little eyes in here. If you want to, they can do that. They can do whatever they want with it. So this is very open-ended and very inexpensive. You can use leftover, you know, bits that you have of even fabric or anything like that. That works really well. The Dollarama, I found this really nice bundle of origami paper, and off of the internet I was able to download some simple patterns that don't have too many steps to be able to do mostly different animal shapes out of the paper, which is always fun to do. It can be frustrating sometimes, but it's a good exercise in patience. Over here I have, this is for dice games. So you can download some sheets to be able to, if you laminate it or put it into a protective sheet, they can write on it, and then you can erase it if you use a dry erase marker. And so they can do addition. They just roll the dice, they put the number in the second dice, and you know, they have to total it up. This here is for literacy. And you roll the dice, you have to write a story. So it's, you know, here's your main character. You rolled your dice. So say you get 5, so your main character is a baby. And then this is the location where it takes place. So say you roll a 9 while the baby's at the zoo. And there's a problem. So say you roll a box, or number 5, which is a box. So the children get to write a little story about the baby at the zoo, and he finds a box. It's a problem for him. So, and what does he do? And find a solution. So this is what this is about. I have a whole bunch of different ones. There again, you can just buy dice at the dollar store, a Dollarama, or Dollar Tree probably have them also anywhere. And this actually, you could have a set of dice for every child in your care. Now the last 2 that I have, I've left in their container. So this one is a stem. So that is for building. There's our stem. So I've just thrown in a whole bunch of supplies. Tape, little clips, and pipe cleaners. I actually was able to make a catapult with this. So you just put a pom-pom on here and you can use it as a catapult. I've got some straws and, you know, some cardstock, elastics, clothespins, anything that you can find like that, and the children can play with it. And the thing is that, you know, you can have one for one child and you can replenish it as you go along. Take pictures before they take it down so then they can show off all the hard work they've done, and just let them discover and play, because this is what these are about, especially the stem. And this one has a more goal oriented, it's puppet making bag. So let me just make some room here. I've just thrown here again some bits together. You can put some paper bags, some wooden spoons, pom-poms, bits of felt, wool, an old sock. You can make these make really cute puppets too. So you just, you know, put it on your hand and there you go. Then you can just add on your features as you go along. So you can put on ribbon, feathers, you know, just glue it on. If the children are allowed and have to be supervised, they can use a glue gun, because it is for older children, and just let them create and have fun. So this is just a reminder that these are really good for when the children who don't sleep anymore, it gives them something to do. But also if you have a child that just needs to take a step back from a busy day and needs to have a little bit of quiet time or me time by themselves, these are really good ideas to be able to keep them busy.